Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch a Movie. Mike here. Jay couldn't be here today because he had a Klan rally to attend. Maybe that's too much for even me to say. That's bad when you say something and even you're like, damn, I'm kind of disappointed in you, Mike. I said, God damn, bleed for this. Guys, I know a lot of people are saying, shit, another boxing movie, but I'm fucking psyched. I love boxing movies. And guys like me are going to be psyched about this too. It's everything you want in a boxing movie. And for people who don't like boxing movies, it's probably everything you don't want either. But it's a true story. It's based on Vinny Paz, who's a boxer who gets into a car wreck and he breaks his neck and he's told that he may never even walk again and that he definitely won't fight again. But it's a non-spoiler review. That's not giving anything away that's not in the trailer. But the first thing I want to say about this is that you can buy into the movie when you watch it. A lot of times with these true stories, you're sitting there and you're watching it and you just don't know what's true or what's sensationalized or what to believe. But I went back, and I didn't know a lot about Vinny Paz, even though I am a boxing fan. I went back, watched some of the fights, looked up his true story, and it's legit, guys. They take few liberties. They don't over-sensationalize much at all in this movie. They do change a few things, some timelines and stuff, but it's more for the narrative of the movie, and it's not over-sensationalizing the important things. And they actually took some things that he did out of the movie because they felt like it would be unbelievable for people watching it. The same story I heard about Hacksaw Ridge, Mel Gibson said they had to do the same thing because Private Doss did some things that they just knew the audience wouldn't believe, but are actually fact. Now this movie, it does everything you want a boxing movie to do. It has the man tears. Now, Southpaw last year had me crying, ugly crying in the theater like a little girl. It doesn't do that, whereas Southpaw makes you sad and has the redemptive arc. This movie makes you sad, but more than anything, it gets you fucking pumped up. When the movie ended, I walked out, and the dude was holding the door to the theater, and I took my popcorn and slammed it in the trash can. I was like, yeah! I felt like Macho Man Randy Savage walking out of that bitch. No, this movie will pump you up. It's really inspirational what this guy went through and what he did, and the movie does a great job of that. The only thing I'll take away from it is that it has a little bit of ADD. There's so much going on in this story that sometimes they don't really hone in on certain things. Sometimes I think they were afraid to go full on with the emotional gut punch. I felt like they were afraid to be cheesy or go with so much of the typical things that you see in boxing movies when actually the movie could have used that a few times. That's not to say it's not emotional, because it's not. It's very emotional. It's got amazing inspiration all the way through it. The boxing scenes, the fighting, they don't do anything crazy new, but it's well done. It's very, very realistic, the way the fight scenes look, the way the whole industry in boxing feels. Aaron Eckhart has never, I know he's a respected actor, but he's never super impressed me. I wasn't a fan of his Two-Face, even in The Dark Knight. I know, one of the greatest movies ever. But in this movie, it's the best role I've ever seen him do. I literally didn't know it was fucking Aaron Eckhart until after he'd been on the screen for 10 minutes looking right at him. I mean, he completely transformed. And it's not just the makeup and the look, but his voice. I mean, he absolutely owned... he plays Miles Teller's trainer in the movie. He absolutely owned that character. It was the best performance I've ever seen him do. Miles Teller was fantastic in the movie as well. I really got into him as Vinny Paz. I wasn't looking at Miles Teller. He did a great job. Everybody in the film did a great job of really transforming into their characters. And I think that Aaron Eckhart I think he deserves at least to be talked about for supporting Oscar nod. It all feels very authentic and legit, and it is. If you go back and look at this stuff, and you watch the fights, and you hear what he says in the ring after the fights, I mean, they literally took the exact words out of his mouth and used them in the movie. And just the way that he perseveres through everything, no matter what, you think that, okay, this is it, he's gone through enough now. Just the way this guy handles pain and the way he refuses to be told no matter what, it's really, really inspiring, and it's a fantastic fucking boxing movie. I absolutely loved it. Like I said, the only thing I'll take away is that it had a little bit of ADD, and they were afraid to really swing for the fences on a few scenes. But the last part of the movie, the words literally that the movie ends on had me so fucking pumped. I give this movie a 9 out of 10. Bleed for this is awesome. It's going to get overlooked because it's yet another boxing movie, and yeah, it does have the same redemptive story arcs, but that's what we love about boxing movies, and it's a true story, and it's legit and authentic. So I give it a 9 out of 10. Comment down below, guys, what's your favorite boxing movie that doesn't have Rocky in it? I want to know. Mine would probably be, damn, there's been so many good ones. There's Cinderella Man, Southpaw. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go with Southpaw, I think, personally. But comment down below, let me know what's your favorite boxing movie that doesn't have Rocky in it. I love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some motherfucking wham opinion.